Welcome everybody, it is round 6 of the Super Trofeo series here at the Nurburgring Grand Prix Streche. And, well, have a look at this. 18 degrees Celsius. Never seen anything like it. Partially cloudy, 8 o'clock in the morning, with barely a hint of wind. As always, it is myself and Mr. Craig King. Now, Craig, he's a bit. I got a bit of Monday blues, so you're gonna have to be gentle with him.
You've got the Monday blues.
No, you got the Monday blues. I was trying to make a joke.
Have I?
I was trying to make a joke.
Let me just check. Am I wearing the blue underwear today? No, I don't have the Monday blues then. Good evening, Rob. Good evening, everybody. Oh, what a good start! What a good start! I apologise. Yeah, Rob's gone over the information. Nurburgring, the GP circuit. I believe they are also using today the faster chicane, the better chicane, which I do prefer. I might be wrong.
No, it is not the BES WEC Streche. It is just the standard Streche.
Oh, well, yeah. Thanks. That just ruins everything. Why you have to ruin this for me, Rob?
How could this happen to me?
Very interesting times happening in the Super Trofeo series. We're coming up to the halfway mark. We're just over the halfway mark. Leiden leads just had an off at the chicane.
What do you mean it's the halfway mark?
For amateurs,
we're past the halfway mark.
I'm past the halfway mark. Yeah, my time's out of here. I'm just going to run down quickly as the amateurs are at the top 5 for the amateurs. It's very close still. Christian Furs 466, Callum Beaumont 460, Leiden Lee 362, Ryan Hamilton 318, Daniel Gilding 314. That's the top 5 for the amateurs, Robert. Looking very spicy at the front. Well, it's 6 points between first and second, and Leiden Lee in third. I mean, he's kind of in limbo, 50 points ahead of fourth, 100 points behind second. But if he gets a couple perfect races, everything changes. So, who knows? Like, 100 points is still kind of a number that you could go, I could still win this. Almost like Fernando Alonso back in, 2011 or 2010? When he said I could still win this when he was 50 points behind and almost did. You're trying to rack your brains now, aren't you?
I'm racking the brains. Yes, I am.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember that. So, yeah, it did make a difference. Sorry, I'm just keeping my eyes on the qualifying because Bauermeister will probably be the first car. No, sorry, it's Matthew Sewell to set the first lap time for the amateurs. Comes around the final corner. What is he going to record? 154.566, faster than his qualifying time. And then Christian Furze rose in a 153.893. Not as fast as his practice time. And Callum Beaumont responds with only a 54.399. And you can see Ryan Hamilton blitz Beaumont and Furze up. So Beaumont not having a good first lap. Daniel Gilding then comes in with a 54.044. So yeah, Callum Beaumont, that's the name you want to be looking at in the moment because he's a good racer. He can get through the pack, but when you're facing Christian Furze, you want to be with him at the start of the race. You don't want to be navigating a couple of cars. So Beaumont's got it all to do right now. He doesn't really need to find that 5 tenths, but he can, well, 6 tenths, sorry. But he can find 3 tenths. Get himself up there, that would be good because Gilding and Hamilton almost setting identical lap times does make a difference.
James Pearce not setting a lap time, as has... Oh, well, actually, he's the only amateur. Dean Timms is not setting a lap time. Matthew Hittrick is also not setting a lap time. 20 cars in total. 11 amateurs, 9 professionals. And this is the last one to not set a lap time. Christian Furze setting a lap time of a 153.894. He is the marker to beat as he comes up through Ad van Bogen into the Education Chain. Well, past it anyway.
Oh, that might be an off track. He's lost it. He's lost it.
And a 153.894 is where he stays. Daniel Gilding's up next to see if he can tick it off.
Think he can. Callum Beaumont's about to cross the line. He's going to set a 54.46. It's slower. P4 is as good as he's going to get. Can Daniel Gilding respond? Ryan Hamilton will come across the line as well. Can Gilding respond? It's an invalid lap. And Hamilton, of course, did not set a lap. So the top 4, not having their way. Top 5 even. James Pearce comes in out of nowhere and throws a 153.731 wanting to go pole. That's a nice little lap that came out of nowhere, especially when his first qualifying lap was invalid. Really good time. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Just going up into 5th. That's not good enough. Raidillon Lee will stay 6th. And then it's... Oh, dear. Bauermeister?
Bauermeister, yeah. Bauermeister coming around for his final lap. You'll get it right. 155.622 was what he set first time around. Was he going to do second time around? 55.609, it is faster. The key thing to look at here, though, Callum Beaumont, 6th. That's a big deal when it comes to the championship. You can make the jokes of play of implications, but yeah, play of implications.
The play of implications are as follows. Louis Eggerton, Ted Bradbury, Milan Tegan, James Armstrong. Oh, there's Ma. Good evening, Ma. Yeah, good evening, Ma. Is Ma in there? Well, I can't tell. I don't have the camera to allow me to tell. Oh, yeah, she's in there. She's in there. Can confirm that she is. Ma is in the cockpit, and all of Project Dynamic now is just flashing their lights.
Hey, we're on stream. Flash the lights.
Yeah, flash the lights. Do it. Tweet. And we see car number 54, 53. Oh, off they get going. Oh, I was genuinely about to say, did James Armstrong accidentally knock it into first and then let the clutch go? Stalling the car in the pit lane. Imagine a world. Harry Wills will be the last amateur out of the, or correction, sorry. Oh dear. Ooh. Oh, he's gonna have a newspaper rolled up and just give me a Severus Snape.
We're not coming back for season 2.
Yeah, a Severus Snape snap over the head. You know, in the movies when he was just like, you know, a book or something, just anything to hand. He was just like, whoosh. That's what he's gonna do to me, directly over the head.
directly overhead. Let's just go over quickly the Pro Championship. Tanguy Van der Wedge leading the way with a 458-point total. Jonas Dreyer in P2 with 444, all the fours. And then it's Milan Tikins in third with 344. Look at that gap. Again, a 100-point gap between second and third. Casper Lund, fourth with 326. James Armstrong, 314. That's your top five. Harry Wills is close in there still at sixth with 308. But that is your top five here. So Milan Tikins can still come back again. You know, it's you've still got an endurance race. You've got 2 races here. You've got your 1 drop week. So those points could change. But it really has turned into a bit of a 2-horse race at the moment. Or, well, not really 2 horses. Yeah, a 2... What's the Lamborghini? It is a horse on the Lamborghini, isn't it? The logo? Yeah.
Which one is...
The Lamborghini. What's the animal on the Lamborghini?
It's a bull.
Oh, it's a 2-bull race. There we go.
A 2-bull race. I mean, I'll give you that. But you didn't have to ask what the animal was on the Lamborghini.
I forgot!
You could have Googled it. Now everybody's gonna think. Now everybody's gonna think that I'm gonna question. Is this man known as Craig King a petrolhead?
Look. All I know is that Peugeot's changed their logo to look a little bit like Lamborghini, and I don't like it. A couple weeks ago.
Oh,
they changed their lion, so it looks like the Lamborghini badge, but with a lion that faces the other way. It's okay. It's starting to grow on me. And then I saw the brand new Peugeot 308 with the logo on the front grille, and I wanted to cry because it looked hideous.
What do you mean that looks hideous?
On a car, right? It looks hideous.
Doesn't it? It harkens back to the old Peugeot, like, way far back.
No. I get that. But you have to see what it looks like on a car.
Do I have any pictures?
I'm finding a picture for you. Do not worry. I did have it.
Oh, I found one. No, that looks spiffing. That does look spiffing. Ooh.
What, the logo or the car?
The logo on the car.
Yeah,
It looks nice.
All right.
It looks nice.
All right. I'm going to have to share this with you. While we're watching this, Van der Wedge is about to come across the line. We're having our debates over, Peugeot logos and stuff. But coming across the line will be Tanguy Van der Wedge for his first lap. Championship leader will cross the line with an invalid lap as Ted Bradbury goes pole for 153.130. That's a little bit of a turnout for the books. Van der Wedge with an off track. Who else comes across? Dreyer, 153.437, only enough for P2. Teekins, 53.611. Louis Egerson at a 53.761. And then Van Asch. So a lot of drivers having a little bit of issues at the moment. As you can see, the time's just coming in, but Bradbury, pole. Dreyer's got to find 3 tenths. I mean, that's a great lap for Bradbury. That's 2 tenths faster than his practice laps.
2 invalid laps from 2 invalid laps from 2 drivers. And that's a car off. Oh, who was that? Somebody just towed.
Oh, Van Ashton just spun. Oh, and he almost collected Harry Wills.
James Armstrong and Van der Wedge. Van der Wedge and James Armstrong are the only 2 that have yet to set a lap. Both invalid. So, if Van der Wedge's lap was valid, I do have this information. It would have been a 152.913. He would have actually been.
He's slowed down. Sorry, it's Van Asch has slowed down. Sorry.
Yeah, Van Asch
hasn't. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the wrong cars.
And Van Asch is in the pits.
Yeah, so that's him done. Van der Wedge is driving the socks off that Lamborghini right now down the Advan Bogen, and he'll be hitting. It's not the NGK chicane today. That's the GP chicane. We're on the faster chicane today. Comes across. He makes sure he doesn't clip the grass. Comes around to Coca-Cola curb. Hugs the inside. Get the power on. Oh, he's gone off. He's gone off. That's an off track, surely. Did he cross the line with a time? No. championship leader is going to be at the back of the field. And you can see his frustration.
Yeah. And he set an even faster lap of a 1:52.784. He would have been pole. He would have been pole.
Wow.
I guarantee you now he is flipping out. And it's like, oh, why did I make such a silly mistake? James Armstrong going third with a 1:53.479. Harry Wills going 10th. So, the only 3 non-qualifiers have been Van der Wege, Heatrick, and Timms. And I do feel Van der Wege is probably screaming. And
I wouldn't
screaming.
Want to be in that room.
Oh no, not at all. Because you just hear, no, why did I do that? No, and it just tears of sheer sadness because he's just unable to really reconcile with himself at all what he needs to do. Now, results. Qualifying results. Tad Bradbury with a 1:53.131 puts himself. I don't think he would have thought to himself, oh, I'll get like 3rd or 4th. No, pole position with a 1:53.131. Jonas Dreyer with a 1:53.344. James Armstrong with a 1:53.479. Benatikis with a 1:53.611. James Pearce goes pole for the AMS with a 1:53.732. So there's not a lot of difference in the pros versus AMS in terms of qualifying pace. Let's see how it turns out in the race. With a 1:53.762, Louis Eggertson rounds out the top 5 for professionals. Dennis Van Asch in 6th, 7th overall with a 1:53.796. Christian Ferres with a 1:53.894 is good enough for 2nd in AM. In 7th in pro, it is Taylor Lane with a 1:53.904. 8th in pro is Harry Wills with a 1:53.947. Daniel Gilding is 3rd with a 1:54.044 for amateur. Ryan Hamilton with a 1:54.077 is in 4th, and top 5 rounded off by Chris Chatterton with a 1:54.297. The rest of the field is as follows: Callum Bowman with 1:54.399. Matthew Sewell is 1:54.428. Ballpark Leiden with a 1:55.423, and Bowen Mister with a 1:55.609. Now I have actually. Let me just have a look at this image that you just.
Yeah. Go on, have a look at that image.
I guarantee you the people at Peugeot right now, because those are the coverings that I like to rent to, like, not like have the press oogle at the car. And well, I mean, oh dear, that cover is clearly not on correctly. I think
forget the cover.
All right, hang on. That's like you can't even see it up close. I mean, I found one that looks really nice.
All right, you have to show, but like my issue is the way that they have the grill, almost like it's like lines going into it, like a, you know how it almost like lines going into it.
Yeah, but I like that. Hang on, I like that.
I don't. I like the car, but I just don't feel that grill does it any good. And I'm not a hater of Peugeot. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting for the first race session to start.
What you can do is you can just modify the car to have not that grill.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I mean, maybe it is just the color of the grille or something. You know, they're trying to take the Mercedes approach. You know, the Mercedes that's got a grille similar to that with almost, I call it like doorknobs, like the chrome dots on the grille. You know, that's nice.
I mean, to be fair, you're also forgetting that this looks like a Porsche. The text on the new logo looks like a Porsche, like they used a Porsche font. So, you know,
I do like the Peugeot text. I will say that I do like that.
It's a cleaner and nicer logo, I think, much more now than it was before. Look, because the old logo just looked like uninspiring, and it also looked really weird with a tiger.
The only thing that made it look good was they literally just went, Yeah, let's not update it. Let's just make it 3D. That was it. So I do like the 80s. You know, back when they had the rally cars and stuff, it was just a flat line. That was the cool times for me with Peugeot. But yeah, I think it's just taking it to, like, I see a badge like that and I think supercar. I don't, apart from the Peugeot the RCZ. Peugeot never really have had a sports car. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what a lot of it as well. With I don't attribute them to being that type of car company. It will grow. It will grow me. I'm not going to say I'm going to hate it. I don't hate it. I just prefer the at the moment, you know. But they also, if you notice, they're also going with the same format the Peugeot Sport logos are going with. So it's the same font with the Peugeot logo that they've got the Peugeot Sport, which I think is really good.
Let me see, Peugeot Sport logo. Let me look at this.
It's basically just Peugeot Sport, just written out.
Yeah, but you see, that's looking hella wicked.
Yeah. Hella wicked. I can't believe you said hella.
Hella wicked, fam, and ting. Yeah, I did it. Don't even at me. So,
while we're just waiting to load into the practice session, there is, which is, yeah, it's on. In terms of racing news, I mean, we'll start like I always do on a Monday, Rob, and you go, yeah. Kyle Larson won yesterday's NASCAR race.
Here we go. NASCAR with this. Look at this, man. NASCAR.
So, you know who Kyle Larson is, right?
I know who he is, yeah.
You know of the drama that he had last year?
No.
During the lockdown, during the pandemic, a bunch of the guys went and did some fun oval racing.
Oh yeah, he was the one that did it, that went all BM
at the Game Award. The Game Award.
Yeah, he went all BM on somebody because, you know, racing.
And then it wasn't at somebody. He just went BM and just said a word he shouldn't be saying. Full stop.
He went.
So yeah,
he went the full naughty word. How about that?
Yeah. As they say, the Game Award. Well, he won last night, and a lot of people aren't happy about it. But then again, it's the thing that, like, he made a mistake. He owned up to the mistake, and he has done everything. I'm not a huge fan of the guy, mainly because, jokingly, he took the 42 away from Juan Pablo Montoya. No, I don't know. He's never been a guy that I would support. I've got no wrong with the guy. It's just, yeah, I just don't support him. I've got other drivers I like to watch, but I'm not gonna say, oh, boo and all that. But some people were. But like I was saying, he's done everything to get back, back to racing. And and it's not just racing I'm talking about. He was doing stuff outside of racing, with charity work, community help, and all that stuff. And he really proved it's probably one of those cases where someone's been banned from a sport and had a way to get back in, and they've done everything the right way, not just because they're like, oh, if I do this, they'll give it to me type thing. Not like Max Verstappen going, I've got to serve, I've got to be a race steward, or a race marshal at Formula E race as punishment for having a go at somebody. I better do it type thing. No, he really wanted to do it, so it's really nice. And also, the photo that came out last night as well, Bubba Wallace put a photo of him shaking hands with him after the race, congratulating him. I like, if that's not enough to just say, look, let's put it all behind the guys making amends. I don't know what is.
But he said the gamer word.
Oh,
you get the point I'm trying to get across, right?
Yeah. No, I know.
Some people will never be truly appeased because your action holds a consequence for the rest of your life, apparently. Just like the action, just like the action of not supporting riding on TV.
Well, I just realised, Tanguy, on the wing plates, I think he's got a Raidillon logo on his wing plates. He does? No, it's a reverse It's a different logo. It looks like Raidillon, but it's a different curve. That would have been cool. That's a shame. Like us, please. No, I was gonna say there is one thing. There is one thing I've started saying. I think that is the Ronin logo. It does look cool. Now I see it. I was like, that's a really cool effect. I do like that on the wing plate. It was confusing. I just saw it and I thought, hey, that looks like the Raidillon logo. And then I realized it was the other way. No, back to the Carl Larson thing. I know what you're saying. This is the last thing I say. There's a saying that I've started following. I created. So yeah, I created a saying. Everybody, I'm now important. No, kind of an interesting saying. It can kind of just go well. Everybody makes a mistake. It's what you do afterwards that defines it. So he made a mistake, and look what he's done. So it can be done. It's like Senna. Senna made a mistake. What did he do afterwards? Well, we all know what happened. If you go for a gap, if you don't.
If you go for a gap, that's no longer there. You're no longer racing driver.
Yeah, you get the idea. So that's
mad mid racing. I mean to be fair. In Senna's corner, it was he honed that sort of badge because he was just like, this is racing. It's either you or me, and it might as well be me getting this win. So step out of my way. You know, that kind of like what's the word? Sheer ruthlessness. It's just like, you know, I don't care if we have an accident. I mean, I don't think he would want to actually kill somebody. I mean, that's not the point. But I think he was just like, he was indifferent to the fact that the cars were just basically machines for them to race in.
No,
you get what I mean?
There was never a case of, you know, you're racing to take somebody out, because you're racing to, you know, just to battle hard, and you know you want to get the most out of the car and the most out of the guy you're racing. That's the whole thing. So I don't think anyone's ever gone out on a track intentionally to kill somebody.
No, I think he was just be like most people. You just be caught up in it all, and sometimes your will to win overweighs the will to, like, you know, have a safe race.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I was gonna say, there's no F1 news, so we should give you some F1 news. But no, it's been very quiet elsewhere on the motorsport front. Although someone did point out to me that in a couple weeks, it's the F1, it's MotoGP, and it's NASCAR at Bristol dirt track. So it's going to be in the same weekend, and it's like, that's going to be a very fun. I think that's March 26th. So it's going to be a very fun weekend. Look forward to that. But we have a couple more races in the series to go. We've got the World Series, the Americas Series to come this week. Because it's week 13, Rob. It's week 13 in iRacing after tonight. So my will to take somebody out was tested on Saturday. We don't talk about what happened Saturday. Saturday never happened. Nope. No, sorry. Sorry, this interview's over. Sorry, long story short, our 6 hours of Le Mans was ended by... well, it wasn't ended, but our chance at winning was ruined by somebody driving into the back of us at the breaking into Mulsanne 2. Like, lap car just drove straight into the back of us. Our voice chat for the next 5 minutes, and Mitchell there will confirm. Our voice chat for the next 5 minutes was basically, I think you would need a sensor button and you would need to like keep it pressed. It was that bad. Oh yeah, the Eclipse. Yeah, that was another thing, Rob. Shout out to the guys at Eclipse Racing. They were in the same split as us, which was great because they saw my massive mistake on my outlap. Best mistake ever. I might have on my outlap. I might have locked the brakes, gone into the gravel, and blew a 45-second lead at the corner after Dunlop before the Ridge.
How?
I broke late. The tyres locked up, and by the time I took my foot off the brakes to try and stop the lockup, I was already on the gravel. Cold tyres, everything. And I was frustrated at myself and trying not to show it. And then I get a Discord ping from the guys at Eclipse going, "Hey Craig, nice outlap," and I just had to start laughing because I'm like, "God damn it!" But I mean, with the driver in the car that was in P2 of Isaac Barkley driving, he drove a fantastic stint, and he probably would have got that position even after that. He probably would have gained that 45 seconds. That's how quick he was. I came in to finish my stint. Literally, frankly, the accident happened on my last lap of my stint, and I basically was like 30 seconds behind him. So even if I didn't blow that 45-second lead, he would have caught up to us, which was a shame.
But you still blew it.
I still blew it. But our race wasn't ended because of me, okay? It was ended by somebody else.
Just under 3 minutes to go until the start of race 1 of 2. Van der Weij is attempting to make up for his unfortunate 2 times invalid laps by attempting to show us what he can do in practice. He's the fastest out there with a 1:59.76 at the moment. Jonas Ray 6:75 territory. So I'm pretty sure Van der Weij, the mist has now descended. I feel like he is going to absolutely just push the acceleration button down and be like, I want to get back to the front, and that's where I want to be. That's where I deserve to be.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If he wins the first race, that means he goes last to first, which means that he'll have to go last to third if he wants to win the second race, right? Now, he has the pace. We know he's fast. I'm just going to throw it down right now. There's no pressure, Tanguy. If you do a double tonight, £10 charity if you're choosing. I'm just putting it down right now. If you do the double tonight, that's just for Tanguy. Nobody else, just for Tanguy. He has to go last to first. And if he does that, especially at a track like Nurburgring, £10 charity if it's choosing.
The challenge has been thrown down, Van der Weij.
I hope Tanguy's not watching. I hope no one's going.
I'll hold you to it. I'll hold you to it.
20? All right, no, we'll do 20. We'll do 20.
I'll hold you to it. You're the one that made it. You're the one that's gonna have to lie in it.
Oh, yeah, no, I will. I will honor it. I will honor it.
And there goes Louis having a Tokyo drift. Oh, coming around Coca-Cola.
Just don't tell him. I know Ronin Esports in here. Don't tell him. Not Esport, Motorsports in here. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Probably already knows.
All right, okay. Don't want the pressure on him.
Well, I mean, enough pressure is already on him because he's starting from last.
At the end of the day, he's got a drop week. So, you know, he could just say, damage limitation tonight, see what I get. Don't have to be so aggressive on the final race of the season, being there's only one drop week as James Armstrong misses the chicane completely. and does some drifting himself and gets back on track very gracefully. Track temp 23 Celsius, 73 Fahrenheit. Humidity of 51%, so it's about the same. Oh, Milan, don't.
What do you?
Pit maneuver James Armstrong just as the checker flag came out for practice.
Yeet. For practice?
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the afternoon is the race time. Track length
2:20. Your clock is wrong again.
Well, my clock got reset, so I'm going with that.
You're 20 minutes in the past.
I'll do this mathematically, okay? I will doubly make sure that I'm the one that's correct. You heard?
Let me just click. Sim time. 14, 20, 32, 33, 34. There you go.
Oh. Well,
Anyway, getting ready for this 9 pros, 11 amateurs around the Nurburgring GP circuit with the fast chicane, the better chicane, if you ask me. I always say that. Ted Bradbury will be leading them away for the first time. Jonas Dreyer will be on the front row with him. I said the first row. Well, yeah, technically it is the first row, but we call it the front row. He's going to be there, so that's going to be really helpful for him. But he's got a couple Project Dynamic cars behind him. I say a couple. About 3 Project Dynamic cars behind them, as we've got Armstrong, Teekins, and Eggerson.
And as they come up to the chicane, throughout NTV, the only corner you need, Craig King will lead you away for the first lap. And, well, it is all yours.
All mine indeed. Here we go. They're coming around the Coca-Cola curve. Ted Bradbury, for the first time this season, will be controlling the pace. Let's see what he decides. Wait and wait and wait. He's waiting. The green flag has not gone yet. Holds them up and then goes. He catches them sleeping. There we go. On their way he goes. You can see Dreyer trying to make a move to protect the insides. They come down to the first corner of the hairpin. Look how aggressive Armstrong is. He's trying to find a way. He can't look. He looks right. He looks left. Nowhere to go, and he gets turned by his own teammate. Turned by his own teammate. That was Teekins, I think. Turned. And there's another car gone off as well. That's another one Project Dynamic car gone off. Was that? I cannot see who that was. That was Eggerson. Okay, the amateurs. The amateurs are just going along carefully. Christian Furs is under pressure from Ryan Hamilton at the start. Hamilton cannot make the move going into Mercedes Arena. So holds off there. He's still trying to make the move in Mercedes Arena. Still trying to go side by side with Furs, but it's not going to work for him. I want to keep my eyes on this battle because he's now got the run as Hamilton, but it's going to be side by side, and Furs has got the inside as they come down to turn 5. Turn 5, they're going side by side. Look at Hamilton fighting away into the Ford Cup. They go still side by side. This is for P2 in the amateurs. And finally Hamilton yields as they go into the hairpin. I don't think he'll be able to make a move there, but high drama in the pro category already.
Let's go back to that. It was just 60 seconds ago when Milan Teekins had this unfortunate happening. We're on looking with him. Let me try and get the chopper view. Here's the chopper. And oh dear. And that's oh dear. Yeah. Unfortunate. And then just Eggy just decides I want to have a spin. I'll join my teammate at the back.
So just to say how chaotic that first lap spin. Van der Weijs is third.
I'm sorry, what?
Van der Weijs is third.
Okay, so he gained 6 positions in 1 lap.
He gained 6 positions
I think this is what they call going sicko mode. So Van der Weijs is now called. I'll petition to have his last name renamed to Van der Sicko mode. Because that's a lot of places to make up, especially given the fact that the especially on the first lap, it can be very, very what's the word I'm looking for? Very fluid in terms of
yeah,
and treacherous as well.
Sorry, I'm just just.
And Harry Will's
awestruck
not doing
at
too bad for himself. He's up into fourth. Holding up.
Doing really well.
Oh, Milan Tikins looking on his inside. Oh, Milan Tikins. Poor man having a spin. Let's see what happened here.
Curb. He clipped the curb. I'm not sure if he made contact. But he did clip the curb. He might have made contact, you know. Yeah, solid. I think there is some sort of solid contact there. He does get past his teammate while you're looking at the replay.
Oh, no, he tipped the back end. I think that was a bit of a netcode though, because like Harry Wills didn't even feel it. Oh,
interesting.
Just the door.
Oh god, the product dynamic guys. Sorry, while you're looking at that, Eggerson's got to run after the Schumacher S's on Tikins, and he might take this. Oh, Eggerson's had a moment. Tikins had a moment. The project dynamic guys are just battling. And both guys have a moment that they almost went too wide up the Schumacher S, which, when your teammates, I don't think you really want to be doing that. But the leaders in the pros, look all three of them close together. Andrea's putting the pressure on Bradbury. Just kept my eyes on this, and they're keeping the pressure. They're all bunched up together, and they're almost going to go 3 wide down the straight. Finally, Van der Wedge decides he's got no slipstream. Andrea's going to go side by side with Bradbury. Van der Wedge is going to take the wide line into turn 1. Bradbury's got the inside. He may hold this. Now they go 3 wide. Andrea tries the inside out, and he gets it. Van der Wedge is slower, but they still got the speed. But Dreyer cannot make that outside in work. Now trying to cut the inside in Arena. He can't make it. Look at the break. Tries the braking move and Bradbury. Bradbury darts out the way. He thought it was going to be a spin. Tries to respond, but cannot make it. New leader, Jonas Dreyer. And it looks like Van der Wedge may want to try and take this. He'll have to go around the outside, though. That's going to be a really tough move to go around the outside of turn 5. He makes it round the outside, and that gives him the inside for the Ford curve, into turn 6. So, Bradbury, in the space of, 3 corners, has lost the lead and gone down to P3.
On the outside, there was a little bit of a wiggle from Jonas Dreyer, and then Bradbury was just like, oh, might want to duck out the way, but he ducked out the way too harshly. He could have left another foot or two on his inside line and would have gone around the corner a lot better than I think he would have. But right now, I think he's himself kicking himself. Just I shouldn't have given enough too much space. I could have been second right about now, but I think just the sheer pressure of these two guys going at it right now, I think was a bit too much for him as they come past Advan Bogan coming up towards the standard chicane. That is Van der Wedge on the inside coming up against Jonas Dreyer. Remember, they don't take the NGK chicane layout. It's a much faster, a much shallower chicane layout. The BES/WEC layout is used to make sure that the cars slow down a little bit. But I think a lot of people prefer this one for GT only racing. Lap 4 out of 16, and that is Van der Wedge on the inside coming into Hophagen. And does he have it? He does indeed. And Van der Wedge now is just in the lead.
8 places in 3 laps, in 3 and a bit laps. Excuse me? Sorry, does not compute. Excuse me. I'm a little bit shocked at that. Some great driving from Tanguy. Yeah.
But by the way, just have a look at this. Oh, Baumeister's in. Where did Baumeister go? He hopped all over the place and where did he go? Oof. Oh, I think he had a brown pants moment just there. Have a look at this brown pants moment. On board or looking at Baumeister, and I think he needs a pair of new pants. Yikes! He held the brakes, but I think he was not expecting the car to just kill. Not even just don't be going on the grass. I'll give you a little bit of a spin. Nope, just kill.
Just a little bit of a kill. Just a little bit.
I mean, he kept it out of the wall, but I mean, at the very same time, it's not the shortest way to get back on track, or it's not the shortest way around the corner. especially around the Hoghagen. And also, I don't think you can cut through Mercedes Arena through there. I think you just get a black flag. Just a sheer black flag just for cutting, what was it, 3 or 4 corners? You tried doing
just
that
a little bit, yeah. But speaking of the amateurs, though, James Pearce lost the lead to Christian Furze a few laps ago and is now battling. And it's in that slipstream with Furze out of the final corner, out of the Coca-Cola curb. Is trying to make a move. Might have to go around the outside of turn 1. He looks for it, but decides. Well, actually, that dart inside might help him, but it's such a weird corner with the dip you get around there. As he tries now, he was on the outside. Now on a different corner that goes the other way, he's on the outside. So they do a switch over. But he's unable, and of course, Arena's such a hard place to make any sort of overtaking moves. He's just in it for the long haul right now, just holding behind Christian Furze. Behind them as well are the 2 Nomad racing drivers of Hamilton and Gilding. They are also battling for 3rd and 4th, and it's a nice respectable drive by both of them. It's respectable all the way around. Pearce just cannot find a way through. He needs to... Well, he doesn't need to. There's 21 minutes left in the race, but he just needs to wait for Christian to make a mistake. And I mean, I'm not going to curse Christian, but he has made mistakes. So, you know, he is human. I think. Maybe. Have we checked?
I don't know. You're the one that made the assumption. You gotta back it up with facts, sir.
Yeah, he's human. Source is me. Oh, James Pearce goes onto the inside of Furze, though, through Adam Bogan. But Furze has got the inside for the chicane, and Pearce just did not have the confidence. Taylor Lane's had a spin. Where on earth has Taylor Lane gone? Oh, he just lost the car going out of the chicane, and yeah, that's a big spin, and the only way he can go is in the pits. Meanwhile, I'm just keeping eyes elsewhere. James Armstrong battling with Harry Wills. They're side by side coming out of the Mercedes arena. But Armstrong will take that position. That P4 very handy for him. Wills will try and respond, but cannot make it from turn 5 into turn 6. As they're just watching the leaders just pull away. They're now P4 is now 3.5 seconds behind P3. Just to give you an idea of how far away these 3 guys, while they're racing really close, are just pulling away. And a name I wanted to talk about really is Callum Beaumont, because he's not having a good drive. He's currently P5. Now remember, he's P2 in the championship. And currently P5. He's not having it his way at the moment. Just struggling. He has to get around both Nomad cars, which is a challenge because it's teammates racing together. So what does he do?
Sorry, which two?
Callum Beaumont in P5 for the amateurs, right behind 2 Nomad drivers.
He's just following them right now.
But he needs to go soon if he wants to try and get up there. He needs to get a decent result to keep in contention with Christian Furze, who he has the lead, but he's unable to shake James Pearce at the moment when it comes to the amateur field. Van der Wedge, by the way, goes purple once again for 153.5. That is some fast laps. He's starting to pull away from Dreyer and Bradbury. What did I expect, really? It's Van der Wedge. So what did I expect?
Yeah, what did you expect?
Close racing like we're seeing right now, with Pearce almost touching the back of Christian Furze. Is taking 2 different lines. While they're battling, they're not losing time to the guys behind. Hamilton and Gilding just there. Beaumont still trying to find a way around. He's got to get past Gilding. Not that easy at the moment as these leaders continue to battle. Van der Wedge, though. What, 3 laps ago, he just took the lead, and now he's 3 seconds up the road. It does not compute. just does not compute. Full stop.
Well, there's not even that much. He's hanging around the same lap time. 154.815 compared to Gilding, who did a 154.737, and Ryan Hamilton at 154.619. Now they're actually pulling back away from the likes of Pierce. Hamilton's actually, falling backwards away from Pierce and Furs, and the two of them are sort of in their own little pocket at the moment, doing lap times faster than anyone else in amateur field. As with pro, we have this. Harry Wills just overtook him. Harry Wills just overtook Armstrong. And how did that happen? Well, here we go. Here's a replay. Coming up to NGK chicane. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a curb. And if we go left front. Oh, right front. Sorry, it's right front. If you go right front, here is the issue. Coming up to the GP chicane. And if he turns his wheel, and that's unfortunate. Bang! Onto the tiny no-cut curb that resides on those kinds of chicanes. To make sure people keep it inside the white lines. Yeah, the car got exceptionally upset and ejected him onto the grass.
I don't think he liked it. I don't think the grass liked it. You know, just like, oh, it's a car. Get rid of it. At least he's kept his position, though. He's still battling with Wills. He's right on the tail of Wills. So he lost time, he lost position, but he's still there. I say that because I'm not, I haven't got my wooden desk with me anymore, or I haven't got anything wood close to me. I curse the man. He takes an off track going out of the hairpin. Still keeps on though, but que sera, what could have happened. But Wills goes wide here. This could be interesting. Goes wide in the RTL curve down towards Steiner. I think it's RTL. I think that's an old name for it. Continues to pull down. Armstrong will not get a run though. It's one of these corners, because we're using the faster chicane, you lose an overtaking opportunity. It's very tight and very tough to make any chance of overtaking through this chicane. You've got to set yourself up for the Coca-Cola curb. That's what Armstrong tried to do, but did not pay off for him. Can he get a good run out? He had to lift a little bit. I could just hear that lift. He put the throttle on too early and he realized it. A little bit of a lift there, and he's not able to get on, but he will try and look for a response. He darts down the inside for turn one. Has he overdone it? I think he has overdone it. Wills is going to come around, but Wills has got the outside, not the line he wants. They almost touch. Really close racing. They almost touch again. Armstrong holds on to it, but Wills, he's not gonna say no to this. But finally, that penultimate corner of Mercedes Arena just is enough for him to go, yeah, I can't do it.
I can't do it, Captain. Don't have the power.
Can it do it, Captain?
I do not have that power.
Well, you know who does have the power? It's Jonas Dreyer. Holding off Ted Bradbury right now.
But they're letting Van der Wesch. They're letting Van der Wesch just go. Man's gone.
Yeah, but Dreyer's only been in the 53s twice this race. Whereas Van der Wesch has done nothing but 53s. And it's not like Dreyer's having to defend against Bradbury, because he's starting to pull away from Bradbury. So the times are just really showing that Van der Wesch is really showing his consistency right now. It does show. It does show with those times. 13 minutes remaining in the first race. Our battles are all over the place. It's a small field tonight, but it is a lot of battles going on. We've got that battle for second and third. We've got the battle for fourth and fifth. Sixth and seventh, they're battling. We haven't talked about Teekens and Van Asch having a little bit of a go. Then the amateurs, Christian Furs has lost the lead. Christian Furs lost the lead. Where did we miss that? That happened a couple laps ago.
Yeah, he lost the lead, and he also lost it in a big way. He's actually a second and a half behind Pierce. But I'm not sure where it happened.
I will let you know when I find it. Oh, he went off. He did what James Armstrong did. Went off at the chicane. So this is good for Beaumont because look at the gaps right now. First has got a 2-second gap to Pierce, who's leading. The first is also a second ahead of Hamilton. So the Nomad guys are starting to just see that there's possible light at the end of the tunnel. They could just catch on to the end of Furs and start, pulling with him. But Beaumont's still behind them, and Beaumont's waiting. He's been waiting for quite a while. 12 minutes remaining. Just cannot find the opportunity to make. I mean, where do you make an opportunity when these guys have got slipstream? You can't do it at the chicane. You have to do it down here at the hairpin, but he's so far behind that dirty air. He's struggling in that dirty air right now. So he's unable to make a move, but also Furs, he's not catching Pierce at the moment. He's just staying there. So it's not looking good for him. Oh, I just saw a car off. That's Van Asch off. Sorry. Van Asch is off. He had a spin. Oh, the car just said no. The car said no at turn 10. And Van Asch is off. He avoids the wall. That's good. But he's down at the back of the... he's P7. As he was battling Teekins. He hasn't lost any positions. But he's lost all that time. And he's now 10 seconds behind the pro. So he'll just have to accept what he gets now. The car behind him is the lead amateur of Pierce.
Well, one would imagine that, given the fact that the field's spreading out, that there would be no battles. Nope. There's a 3-way tie between Hamilton, Gilding, and Beaumont. They're still going at it. Do you know what I compare it to? It's like the phony war back in World War II. The Germans and the British and the French just were sort of sitting across from each other going, make the first move. Do it. Make the first move. Do it, do it, do it, do it. And then literally everybody's going, no.
No, I won't make the first move. Why don't you make the first move?
I don't want it. Why don't you make the first move?
No, you make the first. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why don't you make the first move?
To be fair, the Nomad drivers, they don't need to make a move. They can just sit here. They'll be happy with a fourth and a fifth. A third and a fourth, sorry. Beaumont needs more. He knows it. The only plus side is it would give him a good chance for the second race, but do you take the chances in the second race, or do you try and get it first time? If he gets past one of these, he gets a fourth position. He gets past both of them, he gets a third. Now, ideally, 3 is better than 4. But is he going to get it is the question. He's not able to. His Nomad guys, they say that Gilding has a little bit of a twitch. He tried to make the move there at Wallsteiner, but no. Unable to. But that little twitch from Gilding, maybe the pressure's starting to come in with 9 minutes remaining. Look at Gilding having to make a defensive move. Not that I think you can make any sense over here. I think a car's had an off at the chicane. I saw some gravel there, some gravel marks, slash tyre marks, but I don't see anything. And Gilding with another mistake out of Coca-Cola. He really is on the defense now. He's not even using his teammate for slipstream. He's having to play defense on Beaumont, and he will be able to hold on to this unless Beaumont goes for something ridiculous around the outside of the first corner. And I don't think he's able to. He's close. Actually, no, he hasn't. He set himself up. Going around the outside of turn 1. Come on, Beaumont set himself up for Arena. Can he make this move stick side by side into the penultimate part of the Mercedes Arena? I think he's done it. No, he's gone off. No, he's got a slow. Oh, he's gone off. He got the off track. Lost all the speed. What a move that would have been for Beaumont if he held it. Oh, just couldn't do it. Wow. What
yeah,
could have
it's
been?
Keeping it through that arena too wide. It's exceptionally. It's exceptionally. What's it called?
Challenging, difficult.
Challenging, yeah.
Well, he's got another chance. If he gets a good run up the Schumacher exit, which I don't think he's going to. He lifted a little bit earlier, so he's not going to. But all this, I mean, the bad thing is Hamilton's now gone. You know, Hamilton's 2 seconds up the road, and there's 16 laps for these guys. So he's not going to be able to catch up to Hamilton unless he gets away right away. But at the same time, a 4th position is better than a 5th position when it comes to points. And like I said, especially with Furs struggling right now in P2, he needs all the points he can get, because Furs at the moment does not look like he's getting the 50 points from the first race, which is going to be vital for him. So, again, 0.3 of a second is the gap between the two of them. They're coming down the start-finish straight. That slipstream will probably reduce it to probably a 10th. It probably won't be enough for Beaumont to make a move. But if he can make Gilding sweat again at Mercedes Arena and make it stick, who knows? Nope, he did not make it stick. Just watching that thing, he might be able to make something. No, nope. Arena is just a difficult section, so he's having to just reset and just hoping so we'll keep up that. Is Tanguy called Wedge because he drives the Lambo? His own team's making the joke. Oh, because you're taking the fun out of me pronouncing it. I do apologise, yeah. It's Van der Weege, isn't it? Not Van der Wedge. As Beaumont, by the way, tried to go around the outside of the chicane. Don't do that, Callum. Oh. Continues to battle and battle. But unable to. And these two, for the last 5 minutes of the race, just giving a show right now. There are battles elsewhere, by the way. Well, I said that, but Bradbury's lost a toe on Jonas Dreyer. So Dreyer is just there in second with Bradbury down in third. Armstrong's got Teakins, the teammate, right behind him as those two are just battling as Harry Wills trying to catch up to them. James Pearce at the front of the amateurs is 2.5 seconds. Okay, with 5 minutes to go, they're about to start lap 14 of 16. 1.5 seconds. I'm not sure Furs can catch up. Gavin now 1.8. What did Pearce do last lap? A 54.541 and Furs 54.715. So yeah, it does feel like Pearce might be having. I'd say that. I'm knocking on wood, and he has a spin. I'm done.
You really need to stop cursing people.
No, I was knocking on wood.
Stop cursing people.
The Wega. What? You call that Van der Wega? Really?
I think you said Van der Weger, yeah.
Oh, it's Van der Wega. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought it was a W. Yeah, I apologize. Wish somebody told me. Raidillon TV, the only place that will get your names wrong every time. I'm sorry. So what was, Rob, you know, some really close racing with a spread out field, kind of just got a little bit quiet all of a sudden. There's two battles that are on the track. You've got Armstrong versus Teakins in the pros, which is for 4th and 5th. You've got Beaumont versus Gilding in the amateurs for 4th and 5th. So must be a little bit of a trend going on right now.
The 4th and 5thers, yes.
Yes. I'm not really sure. Where would you like to look? We'll look at the pros. We haven't looked at the pros a lot recently, but I doubt these guys will be racing heavy against each other. You know, they are teammates. Teakins did have that accidental moment where he did have a little bit of a tap on Eggerson. Was that Eggerson? Yeah, it was Eggerson at the start of the race, who unfortunately went around and just started the chain reaction. Van der Weger is continuing to lead the fray. Bradbury has caught up to Jonas Dreyer, but it's probably a bit too late. The gap is only 1 second, and it's just one of those situations where I think Bradbury might just have to accept that it's all over. Well, I say all over. Just for this race, we'll wait and see. Back in the amateurs, Callum Beaumont's just gone and tried to make the move around the outside the hairpin on Hamilton. He's made it stick right around the outside. I think we got cameras on it. Yeah, just gonna probably show it. Round the outside of the hairpin goes Callum Beaumont on Daniel Gilding. And finally, with 1.5 minutes to go, he finally gets that position. And then he almost messes it up in the next corner. No! Callum, no! Comes down to the Wolsteiner curve and manages to keep it. Gilding is there. But it is white flag time, Rob. It is white flag. Van der Weger has a 7-second lead over Jonas Dreyer. As he's still battling Ted Bradbury, there has been a little bit of movement at the back with that Armstrong and Teakins having a close. Yeah, Teakins went for the move and overshot and just went too hard. Teakins is still trying to battle for this position on his teammate. It's almost like they've gone, okay, we've got to this far, now let's push it. So Teakins is trying to battle for this P4 over Armstrong, trying to go for a late move into turn 5. Oh, the space was left by Armstrong, and now Teakins trying to go outside in. It's not working for him. Just be prepared for a move down at the chicane.
Oh, there's
by
been an
Teakins.
accident. That's Callum Beaumont.
Is it? Oh, it was. Beaumont. It looked like that was Gilding trying to get on the inside. Took him around. And rightfully, well, not rightfully, but respectfully so, Gilding gives the position back. With a couple corners left, it's all about one guy. It's all about the man who went last to first in the space of 4 laps, as Tanguy van der Weger will take race 1 at Nurburgring for the pros. Dreyer's got a little bit of a battle with Bradbury behind him. It looks like it could be a little late sprint race at the end here for these two, but I think Dreyer's just going to hold it. He is. He will keep that P2, will Dreyer. Bradbury comes home in 3rd. More sprint racing behind us. Armstrong versus Teakins, and Armstrong blocks it. Wills also tries to get in, but he can't make it over. He'll take a P6. We just wait the amateurs, because it looks like James Pearce takes race 1 for the amateurs. Christian Furs will take P2. Ryan Hamilton comes home in P3. Now Beaumont just holding off Gilding at the end. He gets it. Beaumont does get that P4. That is going to help him. That is going to help him.
Very well done to Beaumont, and very well done to Gilding for great sportsmanship. We didn't see Van der Wedge cross line crossing first. I can assure you that he's probably singing to himself now. But apparently throughout that race, he was just wanting to get home and get home as fast as he could in first. And I'll let you go over the race results.
Did I swallow my drink? Yep. Van der Weger takes home the win from last in the pros. Comes home to win. Followed by Jonas Dreyer, who finishes P2. Started P2 as well. He had to battle to get that position back from Ted Bradbury, who started first, and he did get his fastest lap on the last lap, but finishes 3rd. James Armstrong will take home 4th, battling with his teammate Milan Teakins, who comes home in 5th. And Harry Wills with a respectable P6, making up a couple spots. Then Dennis Van Asch in 7th. A quiet race there for Dennis. James Pearce started pole and finishes 1st for the amateurs, getting that position back after a mistake from Christian Furs. Christian Furs finished P2 in the amateurs, and Ryan Hamilton came home 3rd for the amateurs. Callum Beaumont came home 4th as he had to battle for the Nomad cars and was only able to get one of them, and that was Daniel Gilding, who comes home in 5th. Then it's Matthew Sewell followed by Chris Chatterton, Lydon Lee, and Taylor Lane. Back for the pros there. Had to go into the pits after his mistake. He had nowhere to go. It was either drive backwards and get a penalty and black flag, or take the pits. So he finishes down in 16th overall. Matthew Heatrick, Jay Baumeister, and Dean Timms rounds off everybody. Everybody finished on the lead lap, apart from Eggerson, who finished 4 laps down, was disqualified.
Wait, what?
Not sure. He was disqualified. I'm not sure what for.
Oh no, did he try and leave like a black flag to the last moment and then cross the line and they got and then got disqualified? Oh no, imagine. Oh no.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to look. I cannot see anything. Looks like he got looks like he. I'm not sure what happened to him, but yeah, he got disqualified.
So, race 2. We're waiting for that. Do you have any other motorsport news we could be interested in?
Any other motorsport news? No, I don't actually. Not a lot going on in terms of motorsport at the moment that I've seen or I've heard. Of course, NASCAR happened this weekend, like it always does. The F1's been a little bit quiet with all the cars now. Practically all the teams have practically released their their liveries, so not much going on. But for iRacing, as I was saying, week 13 starts tomorrow, which means 2021 season 2 will be released. And one of the cool things I can't wait for, and everybody else can't wait for from that, is opinion on the Aston Martin for the new safety car. It's a good one from Mark Fleming. I'll just dive into that before I talk about the iRacing update. Yeah. It's not Mercedes aren't going to be the sole provider of safety cars this year
for F1.
And yeah, for F1. So they are still doing Aston Martin safety cars, but Mercedes safety cars. But Aston Martin also has a deal, and they'll be doing a few races with their safety car. Surprised you didn't know about it.
No, I was thinking of the new safety car for iRacing, which we haven't even gotten screenshots yet of.
Oh yeah.
Nobody knows what it is. It's been given a very non-descriptive.
No, they do.
Actually. Wait, what is it?
It's something they've made themselves. It's got no branding.
But is there any pictures?
Light list to any car? No, it's got no light list to any car. They've just made a car just so they don't have like a manufacturer, which is great because they'll probably use it for events that they don't want another car being shown. For example, the BMW Sim Cup, the safety car is a Porsche for road racing, right? But they could put in like their sedan as the safety car for the start of the race. So BMW don't see a BMW, see something that isn't a BMW, So that's really fun. I've got to be honest. That's fun for iRacing. But yeah, the Aston Martin safety car, it does look nice. It does look nice. I'm not sure what it's based off. It's the DBX, sorry. The Vantage. So it is really good. I think they're both that they're not doing it. What would have been cool is like Mercedes provides the medical car and Aston Martin provide the safety car. No. They will be on different weekends. They'll be having both types of they'll be having an Aston Martin safety and medical car. So that'll be good to see. The Aston Martin, the Vantage safety car, it's going to be in racing green because you have to have it in racing green. It's an Aston Martin. 4-litre twin turbo V8 can do 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds.
I mean, would you rather that, or would you rather? And here's a question: would you rather have that, or would you rather have what I would like to have, which is a Fezza safety car?
Ooh.
Or like in the olden days where they use a Peugeot. or whatever car came to mind. Remember
that was good.
Remember in the old days when it did, well, back before they had mandated a safety car. They just didn't know which safety car, so they just went, "Oh well, why don't we just use one?" Just whatever was there.
Lamborghini for the first one ever. It was a Lamborghini, and it caused. It wasn't an official safety car because they didn't have the rules back then, but they brought the safety car out, and it messed up the positions, so they had to wait like an hour or so after the race to work out exactly who won, because the safety car didn't pick up the leader.
Oh yeah, I remember that as well. What year was that? Like 91?
No, I think it was 88, 87.
Safety cars were a bit more timid back then. They didn't know which one. They had to learn in the safety car in the safety car kingdom.
Had to learn. Oh dear.
In the animal kingdom, the safety car is the most cautious. It tries to drive around and see who is the lead and where should they go. The race cars, yes.
Slowly but steadily, the rare safety car approaches the paddock. Notice it is only two of them. The species has not developed as much as they wanted through the history, as they continue their path, avoiding the likes of the nasty open-wheel racers who look to strive on their prey. You see the pace of the safety cars there, unable to get by the open-wheel cars, as the open-wheel cars just go past them. It's survival of the fittest at the racetrack, and the safety cars do not have the speed and will not be the fittest in the survival. I'm here all night, you know. Who needs David Attenborough?
Who needs David Attenborough?
I can take over Sir David.
Well, he is getting a bit old, you know. Man
He's a
can't
treasure.
go on. Yeah, but he can't go on forever.
I know.
And somebody needs to take on that mantle when he does pass.
So, Rob, iRacing Season 2 2021, the big thing that's coming out. It's a small patch if you're a fan of new content. It's a small patch, but if you're a fan of developing what they've got, you're in for it. But the biggest news, Hockenheim is finally in the sim.
Only after about what? Many false starts?
Many false starts.
Do we think the leaders could go quick enough to go another lap? You probably have better telemetry. You have probably better telemetry than I do on that. What's the optics on that?
Do you know they were close? I think at the end we were looking at 0.8, so that there was chance. I do feel though that if Van der Weger was pole on the first race, I think it may have been an extra lap. But having to navigate around and not getting not getting the lead right away, I think that may have cost him. I think if he was in the lead right away, we'd be seeing that. So yeah, that's how I see it. They may. Track temp's also gone down in this session. It's now 18 Celsius, 65 Fahrenheit. The humidity's up a little bit higher, 62%. But we may see those faster laps, so you never know. It might happen this time. So going back to Hockenheim, they have, Rob, the outer layout, which is something Hockenheim don't have. And everyone thought outer, they've somehow managed to make the historical version. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could drive the historical version? No. Hockenheim's got a drag strip, which I remember at the German Grand Prix in 2019, screaming that it was too dangerous to have something like that on the side of a track when it got wet, because the moment you touched it, you aquaplaned. Well, iRacing has gone, that drag strip looks good enough for a straight. So, what's the outer layout? It skips the arena section at the end of the track for just using the drag strip to go straight on and then take a right onto the start-finish straight. It looks amazing.
No.
It does. It really does. And I cannot wait to see it. We have 8 minutes remaining. Other things that have been confirmed. Barcelona finally gets the Rallycross. Brand new racetrack for the dirt road. The super late model gets an update, which I believe will be broadcasting in the major series somewhere down the line. So that'll be fun to watch.
At some stage, yes.
At some stage. Sonoma gets a new layout because of IndyCar when they went there. So getting the special corners that IndyCar use, which I think is great. It just adds another element to Sonoma. But for me,
another element that it so desperately needs because it's a boring track.
But for me, it's Bristol. Bristol Dirt finally comes to the sim. And I can't wait. Because I can't drive dirt very well. And you just know when it comes to that week on iRacing, everyone's going to be trying it. So you might get the biggest spike in dirt oval iRating since the Chili Bowl. But you're happy with something, as I showed you, aren't you?
Yes, some more broadcasting endpoints, which is very much welcome and quite hilarious how long that took to have. But I just wish they would improve the fact that, or improve on the fact that, you know, iRacing, stop having a single thread for your render engine, please.
Yeah, it would be nice because. I took the plunge to get before sim racing really, to get a Ryzen processor, and they don't really work very well for iRacing. I mean, they work fantastic. I'm not saying they're horrible CPUs. They work fantastic. Just that it doesn't like the whole single core thing from iRacing. So we'll wait and see.
I would give my left finger. One of my left fingers, but ever so happened that they improved it, I'd actually give my left finger for that. Here right now, I'm pledging. Also, by the way, you've already pledged to have
and go back to back.
Yeah, if Ander Wedge goes back to back, it's $20 to charity, sir.
Yeah, no, £20. I said pounds, not dollars.
Oh well,
I said
pounds.
But it'll probably get converted to euros, so maybe going dollars would have been a better idea because I probably would have got a better exchange rate. No, one thing with 5 minutes to go before we go racing, one thing I did want to point out, something I really like, is the IMSA series has the proper decal pack for all the cars now, which is huge because these cars. It's like with these guys, they've got the special decals for the series that they've got to put on training paints. With IMSA, you won't need to do that. It will be on there. And we're talking every car. And not only are we getting the brand, the IMSA branding and the position, you know, the number positions on the cars. The banner gets changed to show what they are. The number boards, the numbers will be the right color for what class they are. And also, apart from the Lamborghini and the Ferrari, all the tires will have Michelin on the side because Michelin is the supplier for.
But didn't they have that already?
No.
What do you mean they didn't have it already?
No, I think you'll find the tires don't have any sponsor names. We can't prove it because Lamborghini, I don't think, use Michelin. Obviously, it's Michelin probably having a working sponsorship because of them working with IMSA. But it's fantastic that, yet again, iRacing has got practically a deal with a racing series. First was NASCAR. They had a working relationship with IMSA, but now it's gone ham and hog.
Oh yeah, I just saw. Yeah, it doesn't have any tire sponsorships. Actually, correct on that one.
And it won't do on the Lamborghini afterwards or the Ferrari, as they have no tire branding. But yeah, so you've got your NASCAR, you've got your IndyCar,
Didn't the Ferrari have Dunlop
Supercars.
though?
Oh god, now you're asking questions.
Yeah, Ferrari. The Fezza GT3 had Dunlop.
It was not a GT3, it's a GTE.
No, I'm pretty sure the GT3 had Dunlop as well.
Pass.
Like, I am 90% sure both of them had it.
And I can't prove this because Wikipedia does not show any teams, tire choice.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that. That's that done. So yeah, James Armstrong saying Alta just removes turns 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, but that's the arena section, isn't it? The last part of the track. Am I right? Because then you just skip that instead of going right and then around into the arena and almost do like a little kink into a left and then another left and then back to a right to get you back onto the track. It just goes straight. It's also, I've just realised how cloudy this track is today. Today? Right now. Van der Wedge out there, still with the fastest times in practice, by the way. 1:52.905. You can see it is 3 tenths faster than Drea's time of a 53.253. And then Beaumont with that 54.274. Some of these guys are just getting their practice laps in, just getting acclimatized to the new conditions. A little bit more humidity as you'd expect with the cloud cover. Colder, but I think the humidity might play a factor in changing the speed. So we shall wait and see with a minute to go. There's your stats, of course. 18 Celsius, 65 Fahrenheit, 62% humidity, with a south wind of 12 kilometers an hour. The sun does have a hat on, but you can't see it because all I see is clouds from miles and miles. So, one thing that I have seen is Harry Wills, and I think a couple other of the team. No, it's just Harry Wills made a setup change during the interval because had no wing. He needed to be faster. Obviously, he needs to be faster to catch up to the rest of them, but Wills was unable to make any overtaking. Just kept going on. So, checking flags out. We get ready to start the race. Of course, once again, Van der Weege will not be last. He'll be second last. No, he is last. Eggerson's not taken the grid. So, yep. Van der Weege is 8th and last for the pros. Taylor Lane will lead them off with Dennis Van Ash beside him. And then in the amateurs, Dean Timms and Jay Bauermeister will be on the front row of the amateurs. Behind, of course, Matthew Heatrick and Lylan Lee. But Beaumont, he's in the middle of the amateurs. Perfect for him if he wants to get some points. He has to keep ahead of Furs just to try and get some sort of advantage. To try and pull some points back. We shall wait and see as we just wait for them to take the grid. Last of first, take 2 for Van der Weege. It is that type of race. I don't think he will be doing it like he did last race, where he basically made up all the positions in 2 corners. But we'll wait and see.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful he can pull something out of the bag. But it all depends, though. And this is Raidillon TV, the only color you need. 8 pros, 12 11 amateurs. So it is going to be Taylor Lane leading off pros, Dean Timms leading off Am. There are some lovely liveries on these Lambos. This is the man to watch out for. Van der Wej, as he needs to go from 8th to 1st and stick there, as Taylor Lane leads them off now. And off they go. Green flag on race 2, as Van Ash and Harry Wills are going side by side, the two teammates having a bit of a go at each other. Oh, that is a bit of a squeeze going over the middle for Ted Bradbury, as the car 54 is going around the outside. Oh, they all make it through. There's a bit. Oh dear, it's a bit of a topsy-turny. We're missing Louis Egerton. He's not joined in. He's not joining in on our fun. Oh, crikey, that is a car gone off. Who was that? Oh, Van Ash. Did he have a spin? Let's have a look. Oh, coming side by side with the car number 47 of James Armstrong. Let's have a look at what happened. Oh, he drifted out into Armstrong's line and I don't think he was going to make the corner, so he'll have to come back at it again in amateur.
And meanwhile, there's been an accident in the amateurs while we were talking about that. Matthew Sewell going into the arena, middle of the arena. Baumeister got swallowed up at the start there, and Sewell tried to take the turn in, lost the car, hit the side of Baumeister, and Daniel Gilding got hit and spun around as well. So a little bit of an issue there as he's having to make his way up the field, as did everybody else. By the way, Christian Furs did get past Callum Beaumont, so it's not been a good start for Furs either. For Beaumont, sorry. Either as he just continues to make way. Meanwhile, Dean Timms is leading the amateurs. But it's all quiet on the western front at the moment. Taylor Lane leading Harry Wills. Milan Teekins is there. So let's say that Taylor Lane's made a mistake in the chicane. Harry Wills may be making the overtake here at Coca-Cola. At the end of lap 1, it looks like it's going to be Wills' lap. It is. Taylor Lane will respond. He's got a faster line, and he's got the inside coming out of the final corner. Milan Teekins just going to sit back, relax. Van der Weege, by the way, is up to 5th, made up 3 positions on that first lap. Lane on the inside. Teekins almost trying to make it a cheeky free wide. He can't. Lane holds off, but he cannot block the path that Wills has got. Wills to the inside as they hit the arena, and he's still got the inside. Lane's got to go around the outside. It's very tough to go around the outside here, and he's going to lose 2 positions if he's not careful. That is Teekins trying to battle. They almost come together. Teekins does make it, and Armstrong's going to be battling Taylor Lane right now. And it looks like Lane and Armstrong will be side by side into turn 5, into turn 6. Does Armstrong repay the favour? Taylor Lane thought he was going side by side. He loses another position. He's going down the pecking order as Van der Weege makes a move. And he's side by side with Bradbury. It's almost like a repeat of the first race, but Harry Wills is leading. And Bradbury tries to make a late move in the hairpin. And Lane again goes to the wide, trying to find a move. Started second this lap, is now down to 6th. And it's fun! Finally taken out Dreyer! Taken out Dreyer! Championship contender! Crushed out! By no fault of his own! Just a little bit of the curls of the grass there from Lane. And it catches Dreyer and he goes flying! And he's trying to get back going.
No.
There is so much damage. So much damage. How that car isn't trapping, I don't know.
Well, he has to keep it going. How many laps does he need to be to have full points contention? Oh, Armstrong's off. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Armstrong went off.
What?
I think he had a moment. Yeah, he had a... Yeah, it looks like he just messed up his chicane. So, Harry Wills and Milan Teekins are going side by side at the front of the field. Van der Weege is right behind them watching. Wills trying to hold on. He had a little bit of a slide in the middle there. Looks like Teekins. No, he can't. Still side by side. They continue to go side by side. The inside now belongs to Teekins. And that's Wills. Still taking it side by side. Mr. Too wide. It's going too wide again. Taking the fight to the Lamborghini of Milan Tikins. He kicked that position into Coca-Cola. It's poured him in. And the great switch back there from Wills. He takes it, and Van der Wieger's here like, I'm here. Get ready, because I'm coming. Tikins still trying to look for that move on Wills. Wills will try and take this side by side. Can't make it. Can't make it. Tikins takes the lead. Wills almost takes out Van der Wieger. He'll have to wait. He'll have to wait as they go up the Schumacher S's. Also, Dean Timms has retired. Did not see what happened there for Timms. But he has towed as well.
Milan Tikins is your leader. Oh, sorry. Van der Wege is just sent it on the inside. He tried going side by side with Harry Wills. Harry Wills just had too much speed going around. And that was around the Rochsteiner curve. Past Bogan. Onto NGK chicane. I almost said Strecke, but that's the wrong word to use. The wrong German to use. And Coca-Cola curve. And now it is down to the charge again. By the way, Milan Tikins, he's now gone to a different livery. I was only seeing the one Project Dynamic livery. I thought the two of them were gone. But no, he's actually running his actual livery on the inside. Goes for a wedge. Oh my crikey! Giddy out.
Oh, happening right now in the pros. By the way, Matthew Heatrick had to tow. Made a mistake, and unfortunately trying to get back onto the track. He reversed onto a live track that took some damage. He towed. We do have a few retirements already. We're watching there. Tim's Lane and Heatrick. I think Taylor Lane is, yeah, he's in the pit still. But this is the battle going on right now. Van der Wieger and Wills. Van der Wieger's trying to find the line. You know that he wants to get this first position. He wants to keep fighting, holding it to Wills. He might try and make the move into the hairpin once again. Does Wills go for the defense? I think Van der Wieger's trying to sell it. He is. Into the chicane they go. Van der Wieger will take P2. Not if Wills has something to say about it. He has nothing to say about it. Van der Wieger does have that slipstream of Tikins, so it's got a little bit of dirty air. He goes up the Schumacher S's, but holds on. Wills having a little bit of a wobble there. But now he's through the danger, man, because we all know what Wills is like. If you try and battle, he will not give up the ghost. Van der Wieger is half a second away from the lead. He could do the back-to-back.
Van der Wege looking at Milan Tikins. And he's looking at the green rear end. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. It's green, and it's a big old target. It's the green and black button that he has to press and just run by. Does that say Roger Dubious? Oh, it does.
Now, drama.
Oh no, Harry's gone. Oh no.
Wow. I was about to say there was drama.
Same issue. The same issue that what's his name? Oh, Sewell had.
Eggleston had.
And
Sewell had. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
While we're watching that, there was drama the lap before in the amateurs. Going down to the hairpin, Cal Beaumont took it 3 wide and made contact and pushed by accident Furs off the track. So we'll wait and see what happened there. Lyden Lee is still leading the amateurs, by the way. Chris Chatterton in the eclipse behind him, and James Pearce is battling as well. Bauermeister, Beaumont and Hamilton behind, all 3 of them going hell-bent for leather. Beaumont does make the move on Hamilton. He's trying to make the move on Bauermeister. This is the scene of the crime from a couple laps ago down at the hairpin. Hamilton's going to be trying to battle Beaumont, but Beaumont takes the inside. He's going to hold on to this. Hamilton's going to try and go around the outside. Bauermeister in front's gone wide. There won't be a move going into the Schumacher S's. There's another spin. It's James Pearce. It's the leader of the amateurs. It's fun. Sorry, P3 of the amateurs is spun. I apologise. P3 in the amateurs is spun to Bauermeister takes provisional P3 back once again. It's battling with Beaumont. Side by side into the corner. Just a little bit of an overlap here, but now the bigger overlap. That run from Beaumont. He will take the P3, a little bit of a tap.
Oh, no.
Let go. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. A Bauermeister goes off. Oh. Oh, the net code on that.
Let's have a chopper view into the chopper. As you can see, yeah, Bowman made the clean pass and replay that one again. Yeah, Colin Bowman made a clean pass. Oh, and just the two of them came together. The two lines came together.
Oh, sorry. While watching the replay, the leaders, Tikins, Van der Weege, battling almost a push to pass there from Van der Weege on Tikins through Arena. He's trying to find the move. He's really trying to find it. And if every time he's trying to make the move, Ted Bradbury's behind trying to find something into the forward curve. Tikins is compromising his line by taking such a shallow line, defending Van der Weege. Bradbury's trying to get into P2 as well. He's setting himself up for an overtake at the hairpin. Oh, Van der Weege tries to block the corner. Side by side they touch and he gets pushed off. Okay, 19 minutes to go. Tikins goes off as well. And he's slow. We could have Bradbury go side by side up the Schumacher Racing. No, he's wide, he slows. But this brings in Van der Weege. Van der Weege's going to try and make this move around the outside of Bradbury. Can he make it? Too wide they go. Well, they've got Tikins right there. He does make it around the outside. Brilliant move. And he's right on the back of Tikins.
Here comes
now, there
Armstrong.
shouldn't be an overtake. And Armstrong's here. What?
The whole
Look at the
top
chaos.
of the field. Yeah, the whole top of the field has just compressed as Milan Tikins is attempting to fight.
Ted, no. Ted, no.
Oh my days. They
Oh
are
my days.
They are argy-bargy this race. I think everybody has just suddenly woken up and was just like, place?
Mine? My place.
Mine.
Okay, so
mine.
we know Tanguy is faster through the technical section. He's going to go for a late move at the hairpin. He can't make it. He slammed on the brakes. And that might set up Bradbury, but Bradbury will have to take the outside. And we know the outside of Arena is just a no-go. It does bring Armstrong into contention around the back as well. They continue to battle. They continue to dart and dash. And look at that. But Bradbury tried to make the move. He almost got compromised. Armstrong's going to try to take that move. We've got a four-car battle up the front here. Half a second, basically, splits the top four as they're battling and battling. Bradbury tries to make a move onto Armstrong.
Oh no, the grass!
Oh no, he clipped the grass. He clipped the grass. Armstrong clips the grass. I think Eggerson did the same thing. Nowhere to go either. So, loses positions.
No,
Bradbury,
it's just
gone.
One clip of the grass and he's gone.
One clip and bang, the car is gone.
Cannot believe you just did that.
I know, I'm good. Keeping eyes as well on the amateurs because Chris Chatterton, he's just made the move around the outside the hairpin on Lyden Lee. Is he going to make this stick? No, he catches the grass. He almost had that move done. Chatterton almost had that. No! Leaders! Contact with the leaders! Contact with the leaders! Side by side goes Van der Wedge and Tikins. Tikins has left no room. No room!
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's what's happened here.
Let's go for a slow-mo. And we could just see at half speed. Oh, Van der Wedge was right up on his trumpet. Sneaked in on the inside. Oh, no, I think Wedge pipped the post a bit too hard.
I think there was a little bit of a touch there.
Yeah, and then it sent Tikins around.
Yeah. So.
Dennis Van Asch, didn't he spin? He did. He span at the start, didn't he? Or am I thinking of the last race? I'm
thinking of the last race.
I think he had an accident at some point. Like he just spun or something.
Dennis Van Asch.
Yeah, Dennis Van Asch, yeah. And he's back. He's back up into third.
I think you're dreaming. Yeah, that was last race. I
mean, Pirate Will's back up into fourth, though.
Good driving by both. And actually, you know what? Van der Weege does not have the lead sealed up. Ted Bradbury is pushing him and trying to find moves through Ford curve. Down they go into the Dunlop curve. He is still trying to find, and he's just, well, with 15 minutes to go, it's just trying to find opportunities. We're going to go 16 laps again. We're not getting that extra lap as we were predicting. We're at 15.7 at the moment. Could go down to 0.6. That just gives you an idea. Hanoiga is just holding. Oh, Bradbury makes a mistake. He goes wide coming out of turn 10 into turn 11, the Warsteiner curve. And he will gain some time just by slipstream, but what do you do? It's kind of hard to beat a guy who's practically hitting every corner. That's right, yeah. Van Ash accidentally spun off Armstrong at turn 1, and Bradbury goes on the grass out of the chicane. What a save! What a save! Ted Bradbury! Dirt track, the drift track's over there. That's not for drifting. What a save! I'm getting a little bit hoarse right here, and we've now got a three-car battle for the amateur lead, Rob. Getting very hoarse.
Ooh. He spun off Armstrong at Arena lap 1. Thank you, Fleming. Being my smart man. That's Chris Chatterton, by the way, going wide. Attempting to catch. I think that was kind of Bowman.
Lyden Lee. Yeah, he was trying to catch Lyden Lee off, and he just went way too hard in the braking, or late in the braking, losing the position to Callum Beaumont. So Beaumont now, and this is perfect for Beaumont. Yes, he kind of inflicted his own damage by making that accident with Furs, who is a championship rival. But Beaumont is now in P2, holding the battle with Lyden. There's been cones flying everywhere. I don't see a car that's gone off yet for the pros, but there are cones everywhere. Cone lives matter. But I don't think Beaumont will be making a move yet with 13 minutes to go, and you can see he really wants to try this outside move. He tried it once before and it just didn't pay off for him. And again, he might just clip the grass, and Chatterton almost has to hit the brakes. That just gives you an idea of what's going on. Up to Schumacher S they go. Chatterton is just yielding a little bit of time as Beaumont's going full speed, but Chatterton just had to say, yeah, I'm a bit too fast here. So stop me if you've heard this before, Rob. Milan Tikins and James Armstrong are battling for 5th and 6th. Again, stop me if you've heard this before. Armstrong's got damage. Tikins lost the lead. And it's just one of those things where they're kind of like inseparable. As teammates, that they're just stuck together. But they are trying to catch Harry Wills, who's in P4. Who's a whole 12 seconds behind the leaders, so that just gives you an idea of the pace right now. Dennis Van Asch is just... I said he had a quiet race last race. Not so quiet today. He did lose the position. He started P2 in P3. But he's hanging on with Ted Bradbury right now. Almost faster by a second, so that's a battle to watch out for with 12 minutes remaining. Right, where else do we look? There's not a lot going on. It's one of those things where you're just looking around and, you know, that there's gaps. But that there's no, like, gaps that you can say, oh, there's a move happening. The amateurs, they were so close together. In fact, Beaumont makes another mistake at the hairpin. Chris Chatterton may actually make a move up the Schumacher F, decides against it. So, Lyden leads the leader by 1.5 seconds, and then second down to fourth is separated by half a second. And oh my days! Oh my days, did that just happen? Daniel Gilding, you did not just do that.
Oh,
Daniel!
Oh dear.
No way.
Oh, he sent it.
Yeah.
Oh, he sent it. Oh dear.
That is that's a send.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he forgot where the corner was, because I think he was trying to brake and he continued trying to brake, but yeah, as soon as he stepped out, as late as he did, yeah, just gone.
Yeah, that's so. Ryan Lee's kept the lead, by the way, for the pros and the amateurs. I mean, Ryan Hamilton will take P2 at the moment. Made up 9 places overall. Started 17th, now 8th. Of course, there's been 5 retirees. So, yeah, two of them are amateur, 3 of them are pro. So, he has made a couple of spaces up due to like overtakes on track, compared to making the places up due by people pitting. So, Hamilton still on his way. He also has a little bit of damage on the rear. It's only paint scraping at the moment, so it's all fine. But somebody hit that Union Jack, Rob. And if somebody hits that Union Jack, that makes me upset.
Union Jack is meh, but the Irish tricolour is better.
No. At least the Irish tricolour, you can't rotate it and it looks like another flag. No wait, doesn't the Ivory Coast have a similar flag? Oh, I don't know my flags. Nine minutes remaining. The gaps. Well, there's a battle for that P4 and P5 now between Wills and Teakins. These two have some good history battling. They're battling for like scraps because everyone's so far ahead at the moment. Now if they can get P4, it's almost like best of the rest. Not that it is like they're the best of the rest, but like everyone's just so far ahead that this is the only battle they're doing. Harry Wills goes wide at the hairpin, but Teakins cannot capitalize on it. There is a battle, by the way, for the lead of the amateurs behind them between Ryan Lee and Hamilton. Teakins tries to make a move there in the corner, but cannot make it stick. You thought maybe I could do something at turn 3. No, couldn't make it happen. So, reset, recycle. You've got the Dunlop curve coming up in a couple corners. Can you make the run? And I think Ryan Hamilton's asking the same question behind for the amateurs, because Hamilton's starting to make a move. We'll just see if Teakins makes this move in the hairpin. No. Even though Wills went wide, can Hamilton make a move on Lee? No. That's the two big battles at the moment. Elsewhere, there is nothing else going on with 7 minutes remaining. So, yep, the big guys, the big battles is Wills and Teakins. Baumeister's just retired, so that makes it the 6th retirement of the race. Teakins can make a move, but again, it's the wrong chicane to make an overtake. I think that's the best way of saying it.
Ryan Hamilton chasing down Ryan Lee. This is for first position. It is Nomad versus VRT. It is, oh crikey, it is actually a pretty banged up Nomad versus a pristine Ryan Lee. And he's basically trying his best right now just to hold on to it. Essentially, he's just trying to make sure that a comfortable gap exists between himself and Hamilton, especially coming down past Advan Bogan and on towards the NGK chicane, because in the rest of the track, as long as he has first position going to Hog Hagen, he's fine. And that's it. Bradbury under threat from Dennis Van Ash, coming down into Dunlop curve. Okay.
Don't get German on me, Rob.
I'll try not to. Fighting tooth and nail now. It's Twisted versus an American flag.
Is that an American flag?
On the side of his car, yeah?
Oh, okay. No, you're right. Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought. It was like an American flag.
Ooh, trying to make the move. Van Ash, I wouldn't say he was trying to go around the outside, but he forced a mistake from Bradbury. Now Bradbury had to go on the defense at Coca-Cola, which he does pretty well, almost hits the wall, the pit wall. A little bit of gravel there, kick up for Ash, and that will affect him. But the slipstream is there for Van Ash. Does he make a move? He'll have to go around the outside of the first corner. And I think he decides, no, I won't. Switches back over, can't make it. Now behind is Teakins on wheels. Teakins is going to do a late move into turn 1. Just not going to make it either. And while these two are battling, it brings in James Armstrong right behind, ready to make moves. As Bradbury continues to hold off Van Ash. And by the way, Van der Weege has a 8-second lead now. I mean, come on. Like, it's crazy. Oh, Van Ash with a slide. Van Ash with a slide, but he keeps it going. Very close slide. He won't be able to make a move yet. And that is a shame. We'll have to wait. And then Bradbury makes a mistake. 4 minutes remaining. Bradbury makes a mistake. Van Ash makes a mistake. More gravel kick up there for Van Ash. Behind them, you've got the PD guys and Harry Wills are twisted, battling as well. They're all bunched up together. Behind them, you've got Raidillon Lee holding off Ryan Hamilton for the lead of the amateurs. It's all happening. Nothing was happening about 2 minutes ago. Now everything's happening.
Milan Teakins, James Armstrong still going at it with 3.5 minutes to go. And what else do we have? We have the Battle of Van Ash. But it's now a 3-way battle between Wills, Teakins and Armstrong. Who gets to win and who gets to lose? It's all about that top 5. Well, according to Craig, that is.
Oh yeah, it is. All about that top 5. Are they going to make a move is the question. Teakins might, Armstrong, sorry, might make a move on Teakins. He does have that line. I think Teakins might go for the defense. No, Armstrong comes to the inside. He's going to try it. Teakins outbreaks him. He won't be able to make it. These two start battling that and will allow Wills to just get a little bit of an extension. Behind them, though, the amateurs. Does Ryan Hamilton have a move on Raidillon Lee? He's trying. He tried to steal the dummy. He could not make the dummy. Late braking for Hamilton. He tries to go around the hairpin, around the outside. Does not work for him. Not sure what he was trying there with that move. He'll have to reset and re-go. Teakins continues to battle hard with Harry Wills. Can't find any way around. He's looked left. He's looked right. Can't find it. Straight forward he can't do because of the car right there. Can he make any sort of move? Into the hairpin. Still not there. And in front of them, while we just keep looking, we do have that battle for P2. Bradbury now under pressure from Van Ash. Van Ash did have a slower lap by a 10th last lap, but Bradbury cannot shake him like Wills can't shake these two Project Dynamic cars. He's just starting to struggle. Minute 45 to go. We're on the penultimate lap. There are too many things to look at. I'm doing my best. We're doing our best. As Teakins forces the inside. I don't think he'll make the move here, though.
Bono, I can't have multiple cameras.
Bono! Right,
I don't think we have Bono here. It is white flag indeed.
Bradbury loses the lead to Van Ash, though. Loses P2 to Van Ash. He might make a late braking move into the hairpin. Oh my days. That's late. They overcooked it. Keeps the car alive. Behind them. I want to keep behind as well because Milan Teakins trying to go around the outside of Wills. Over-under's not there because Wills takes the wide exit. He's still trying to find spaces. Teakins cannot find it. Where does he go? Left, right? No, nowhere. Cannot find it. Armstrong continues to be held up as well as he's trying to find a way through to try and get a position. Unable to do anything. And behind them, with the amateurs, Raidillon Lee still enjoying himself. Oh, Ryan Hamilton almost came in contact with Raidillon Lee. They come out of Mercedes arena. And then they spin! The leaders of the amateurs spin! And Callum Beaumont's going to take the lead! And if these two amateurs don't get going, Christian Furs is going to take P2. Where's Furs? Coming out of arena. He's not. He's going to stay P4. But Beaumont takes the lead with drama on the last lap of the amateurs.
There goes Callum Beaumont sailing by on the last lap. That is what happens. You can't take anything for granted. And Callum Beaumont has just got himself presented with what was a present wrapped in absolute gold sheets as Hamilton hit the rear end of Raidillon Lee, and now Callum Beaumont, all he has to do is sail home.
Takes the double. He wins the second race. There's a little sprint race at the end there for second and third. Van Asch lost P2. Got it back at the end of the race. Great little race there by the two of them. Does Wills hold off Teekins and Armstrong? He does. And that sets up Callum Beaumont just a couple corners away with a vital win pending any protests. A vital win for Callum Beaumont in the amateurs. Raidillon Lee is going to get P2 from Ryan Hamilton. Very weird final lap there by the amateurs. And,
well, Vander, you're going to be 20 pounds poor because you're going to have to donate to charity now.
Yep.
Well, off you go. Get pinging.
I'll get pinging. Let him celebrate first. Daniel Gilding, I think, is the last. What was the incident with Christian Furs? Didn't catch it on stream.
It wasn't Furs, but we'll actually have a replay just now. Just while we have it.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Sorry, Andy's on about the incident between Christian Furs and Callum Beaumont earlier in the race. Well, Furs was too wide with somebody. I can't remember who they were too wide with. And Beaumont put his car in the middle, going down into the hairpin. And Free didn't really make it. I think a little bit of a neck code pushed Beaumont into Furs, and Furs went off the track. That is what I remember seeing. But you're watching.
I'm trying to actually find it.
That's easy for me. If I just look at the lap times, I think you'll be looking at lap 7. No, I apologize.
I broke it. I can't find it.
Okay.
Oh, I really have. Actually, I really have broken now. I really have actually. It won't. There we go.
So it's lap 3, and Furs had a slow run out of Ford. Beside him is James Pearce, who also has had a slow run. And very slow, as Furs is right there. So Beaumont thinks that he can get past Pearce and then overtake Furs going into the hairpin. Pearce catches speed and there's no gap. Those two make contact, but then doesn't send anybody. Under braking, there's more contact, and then Beaumont's touching Furs and spins Christian around. So that is the incident there. I think it was just a miscommunication by everybody. So no one, 3 people shouldn't have been there, but it was miscommunication. But you do see the results quickly. Van der Weeger, of course, winning the race. Back to front twice. Dennis Van Asch takes P2. Ted Bradbury 3rd. Harry Wills 4th. Mantikins takes a 5th. James Armstrong takes 6th. Quickly to the amateurs. Callum Beaumont with that last lap drama wins the amateurs. Raidillon Lee finishes 2nd after leading almost the entire race, followed by Ryan Hamilton in 3rd. Christian Furs will take 4th. Matthew Sewell 5th. Chris Chatterton, Daniel Gilding, and Dave South will round out all the remaining drivers. Then the 6 retirees Bowerme still was 6 laps down. James Pearce was 12 laps down after that incident. Matthew Heatrick 13 laps down. Jonas Dreyer and Taylor Lane 14 laps down. And Dean Timms after a couple of incidents in the first few laps, 15 laps down.
All good things come to an end. It's unfortunate, but it happens. So what do we say, Craig, at the end of a great race?
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again for watching Raidillon TV. If you... grab Ryan for a chat. Yeah, should we grab Ryan for a chat quickly?
Ah, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Because we've got Ryan here with late drama at the end there, Ryan. Getting a P2, getting a P3 though, but late drama at the end.
Yeah, I think it was just one of those things where I really wanted that first place, but Leiden Lee was doing a great job defending up until that point. I mean, from my point of view, he kind of parked it on the corner, and I was accelerating and I had nowhere to go. I was right up his chuff, as I would say in the Yorkshire term. And yeah, unfortunately, I took the first place away from him because I'm pretty sure at that last lap he should have really won that because he was so good defending, and I even though I had the pace on him, I just couldn't overtake him for the life of me.
Yeah, it was a shame. You were battling all race, really, just holding on, trying to find it. But it is tough around here, isn't it? Really, I mean, without that chicane, you are struggling for overtaking spots.
Yeah, I mean, there was obviously a discussion before that, and it was changed at last minute. Was the track layout, but it is what it is, and in any case, there's still plenty of places to overtake. It's just that I didn't spook Leiden well enough, and like I said, Leiden did an absolute awesome defense. But it is what it is, and I do apologise to Leiden for taking away that victory because he should have got it.
Yeah, it's some good respect there at the end. Rob, have you got anything to add?
Ready for next week?
Oh yeah, another endurance event where I always seem to be the weakest. Where is it? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah, thanks for putting me on the spot.
I think it's Silverstone. Or Barcelona.
Just casually put me on the spot. Yeah, it's Silverstone.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's a bit difficult for me because I'm running an Oculus, and I have to back out of the app to change things on the fly. So I'm gonna have to get the crew chief all sorted for that one to try and get the fueling right. Because at Spa, I went 60 liters because I couldn't change anything. So yeah, hopefully I can sort that out. But Silverstone, I've been there. I enjoy racing there. Let's hope the Nomad team have a good result there because we had a good race one, but unfortunately my good friend Daniel got involved in a bit of a scuffle.
Well, all the best. Unfortunately, it's a shame what happened at the end of the race there, but well done for P3. It's still a good P3. Again, could have been a P2, could have been a win, but regardless, still podium, and all the best for next week in the endurance race.
No, thank you very much. Good job, guys, on the stream. Fiance's watching as always. Good job.
Thank you very much, Ryan.
Cheers.
So that is now it, Rob.
It is Silverstone next week. 75 minutes.
It is Silverstone this week. 75 minutes next week. Of course, this week, though, Wednesday, we do have the RSR World Series and the RSR Americas Series. Because this week 13, there's no official racing, so once we're done on Wednesday, that's us done for the week, and we can put our feet up, have our vodka martinis or whatever alcoholic drink.
I'll have a coffee.
You'll have a coffee. Okay. I don't really drink alcohol anymore. I'll have a bottle of water. If you like what you see, ladies and gentlemen, on Raidillon TV, don't forget that subscribe button and the thumbs up. Join our membership with the 3 different tiers. Super chat donation, of course, if you do feel you have any pennies to give. A link to our Discord, as per usual, underneath the video, and a link to trackcams22.com, providing once again the great aerial photos and cameras that you see everywhere. But until we come back for Wednesday, I have been Craig King.
And I have been Robert O'Brien.
And this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.